This conference will now be recorded.
Before starting today, so some of you, if you want to know about my details, um, so myself, I'm working on Salesforce platform, on Salesforce technology from more than 10 years, from the year 2012, and I'm holding around 15 Salesforce certifications, and also I'm teaching from the year 2014. So this is my 104th batch. Okay, so mostly this training is more of practical and day to day in most of the projects. So what we need to know. So all those concepts will be covered as part of this training. Okay, so the first few sessions, maybe today, tomorrow, and some of the sessions. So I'll focus on explaining the basics. Okay, so I'm treating that you don't know anything about Salesforce, right? Someone who don't know anything about Salesforce and want to understand what is Salesforce, what exactly we do by using Salesforce platform. So I'm going to explain from the, I think, Teja. So if you don't have any questions, please stay on mute. If you have questions, you can unmute and ask your question. Okay. Yeah. So mostly in the first few sessions, we will be understanding so what is Salesforce and as part of the Salesforce technology. So what are the different job opportunities and what are the different areas? So what exactly we need to do? All those kind of basics we understand and continue with the full syllabus. So mostly the first 3 to 5 sessions we discuss theoretically. So I'll show some PPT and I'll type some notes and all those things. But after that, everything will be mostly practical. We'll be configuring and understanding by taking the requirements. So like that. Okay. So before starting, so any questions, anyone so far? I mean, say about the course or anything. Do you want to ask anything? You can ask. Otherwise, I'll start the. Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, this will cover the certifications. I mean, the with I'm able to complete the certifications by attending this course, right?
Yeah. This course, the main focus of this course is not for the certification. Right. This course, the main purpose is someone who want to start their career with Salesforce, right? So the first thing you should be able to crack the interview when you start attending the interview, and also once after getting the job, you should be able to work on day to day in most of the projects. That's the main motive, and based on that, all the concepts will be discussed. Okay, so to deal with the certification, right? There are
Hmm.
different types of certifications. Okay, to start with, mostly uh, sorry, so mostly people start with Salesforce administrator certification, um, and also the platform developer one certification. Okay, so
Right.
mostly, so for this, along with this training, little bit, so you need to prepare some additional concepts, then you can clear the exam. In general, people also follow the dumps. Okay, there are some sample exam questions along with preparing. You can also follow those terms and clear the exam as quickly as possible.
Okay. Will you be able to guide for the
Yeah, you can mail
same?
me. Yeah, you can ping me.
Okay.
So
Okay.
mostly that time if someone gives the exam, Okay, I'll try to share it. Okay, so it's
That's it.
recommended to it's recommended to follow the syllabus and prepare. Okay, along with that, if you also go through the dumps, I think you can for sure clear the exam. It's like that. Okay.
What is the duration of this course? This
Um,
admin.
for admin, almost I think it takes 1 month. Okay, so 1 month or maybe 5 weeks, like that.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, any other questions? Okay,
And sir, admin plus
yeah,
developer?
admin plus development altogether, including LWC, it will take maybe 3 to 4 months.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, let's understand. So, what is Salesforce and what exactly we do um, as part of the Salesforce technology? Okay. Before understanding about Salesforce, we need to know about concept called cloud computing. You might hear about the cloud-based technology, the cloud computing. The meaning of the cloud computing is the process of using anything through internet. We call as cloud computing. Okay, so here cloud is the pictorial representation of the internet. Whenever you want to um, represent internet in a pictorial fashion, you see as cloud symbol. Okay, so here cloud computing means nothing but internet computing, right? The other terminology for internet is cloud. Okay, so the reason why we need to know about this Salesforce technology is also based on the cloud computing. So this cloud computing is a concept, right? So you cannot say I am working for cloud computing. So it's like when you say I am working for programming, right? So programming can be, there are many programming languages in the market, Java, Python, .NET, many languages, right? In the same way, the cloud computing concept using this, there are many companies offering the different types of services. Okay, Salesforce is also one of the company. So by following this cloud computing concept, they are providing some of the services. Okay, so as part of the cloud computing, in general, what are the possible services and Salesforce, what exactly it is providing, we'll discuss. Okay, so the thing is, as part of the cloud services, right? Cloud means internet. So there are three different types of services. Software as a service. If you see here, SaaS means software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. So I'll give examples for each. Okay, so and we'll try to understand how exactly it will work. Okay, software as a service means any web application, right? On day to day, we use maybe Facebook, maybe you might have Gmail account, right? So all these are based on the web, right? Without internet, you cannot access Facebook website, right? Without internet, you cannot access your Gmail account and see the information, right? So Facebook company, right? Facebook is a company, software company. That company, they are providing Facebook application as a service. So anyone in the market, if they want to socialize and they want to um, have a profile and connect with their friends, so they can register and they can use the Facebook application, right, which is free. Okay, so um, the thing is, so without internet we cannot access, right? It is a cloud-based application. But Facebook company, they are offering this application as a software as a service. That means as it is, you can sign up and log in and access the application. If you want to develop something additionally, right? So in Facebook, right? So apart from what they provide, if you want to develop some new feature and enhance that, that is not possible. Okay, they are only allowing to use their application, not allowing to modify their application. Okay, so that's one of the limitation. Most of the websites what we use, you see like that, right? Gmail and all those are like that. Okay, so we can say all these web-based applications we can call as software as a service. So platform as a service means apart from providing the application through cloud, the company they also allow to do the development and modify the application as per the client needs, whoever is using. Okay, so one of the example, the Salesforce, right? So Salesforce company also they provide one of the web-based application. I'll explain in detail in going forward what is that web application they are providing and who use that one, right? So for now, just to understand, Salesforce company they provide a web application. So anyone they can register and they can also develop their own application or they can develop their own functionality by using the platform provided by Salesforce. It's not only Salesforce, there are many other companies. So there is something called Joho CRM, Sugar CRM. There are many other competitors are there, right? So maybe Microsoft Dynamics 365. So there are some of the companies, they are also providing the platform as a service. So Salesforce company is also one of the company providing the platform as a service. In detail, you will understand slowly. Okay, I'm giving high level. So what is that infrastructure? I mean, software as a service and platform as a service. Okay, the next thing is the infrastructure as a service. Okay, so infrastructure means making the hardware available through internet. So that we call as infrastructure as a service. If you see this picture, this is one of the server, right? Server is nothing but it's like a computer, right? So all of us we are using laptop or desktop computer, right? So in our computer, what we do, so our computer will have some OS, right? Maybe Windows or Mac or Linux. Using that, right, you can log into your laptop and so we have the memory to store the files. You can store videos, images, and documents, right? So, but our laptop is having some configuration, right? So let's say mostly we see having memory 1 terabyte, right? Maybe having RAM, maybe 8 GB RAM, something like that. But server means it is huge, right? When there is a need to store huge data, which requires terabytes of memory, right? Which requires a huge hardware to store the data and maintain. So we can say it is like a supercomputer. Okay, so our laptop is having some limits, only some personal purpose, limited data we can store. But for companies, right? Company, hundreds of thousands of people they work, that much data to store in one place. So there is a need of having huge hardware. So for that purpose, so people use servers. Because server is like a supercomputer, maybe in one of the building, or right. So let's say in one of the place in one of the building, they set up all the hardware and so give some unique address to identify that server. Right, server will be having a unique address. Maybe some of you, if you are not from the computers background, right? So especially if some of you, if you are from the civil or electrical or some other background, right? So just to explain, right? I'm trying to make you understand, right? On day to day, so mostly we use laptop, we use mobile, right? And what you do in laptop or mobile, let's say at least, right? You use to check the emails, right? So you open your laptop and open Gmail, right? So to open the Gmail, right? When I say gmail.com, right? Open the tab and give the address gmail.com, right? So in order to open that page, it needs internet, right? Our laptop should be connected to a Wi-Fi, right? So that Wi-Fi will be having a plug, right? So that you take from the internet service provider, right? So that wire, technically what will happen, that we have our laptop and through Wi-Fi, right? We are accessing internet, but to Wi-Fi modem, how it get internet through a wire. That wire from where we get it, from the internet service provider. So somewhere that wire will be connected to, right? So internet is nothing but right. So throughout all the countries, right? So there are the network tables. So sorry, network cables. So under the sea, there are many cables, right? Let's say you are in India, right? If you see in India, 1, 2, 3, these are the ports available. If you are in India, and you are accessing internet somewhere, right? So finally the cable will be connected to one of this, right? This is connected to rest of the other countries using the underground cables. Okay, so now in India, let's say you are in India, you have laptop, you open website gmail.com. So what will happen through internet, right? Gmail.com will be having a unique address. Maybe for our understanding purpose, the website name is gmail.com. Internally, it will be like 162.72 point something like that, right? There is an IP address. So the request will go to, right, that server, right? Gmail.com is from Google. That belongs to Google company. So let's say Google is having a server in, so let's say North America or some place, right? So the request will go to their server, right? From there again we get the response and access. So that is how internet works. Okay, just to make you understand, right? So simply we open website and it will be having a unique address, internet. It will reach one of the server, right? The server is located at somewhere, right? So there will be like many servers. So Google company, they have hundreds of servers, right? When you open the website, request will go to one of their server based on what we are requesting, right? Let's say if you open youtube.com, that is in some other server, right? The request will go to that server. Server is like a supercomputer, right? Where they have, right? When you say youtube.com, right? We see millions of videos. All those videos will be there, will be located in one of their server, right? It will reach the server and get that information and show. Okay, so that is how it works. Okay, here what I am trying to explain, on day to day, when you use laptop or when you use mobile, when you try to open any website through internet is cloud, right? We'll say cloud. It reach one of the server is like a supercomputer, right? youtube.com, facebook.com, Facebook, right? To hold millions of images and videos, they also maintain servers. It will reach and access like that. Okay, so here infrastructure as a service, right? Means here when I say server, mostly it looks like this. It will have terabytes of memory, RAM, processor, right? Huge hardware will be there. So when we say infrastructure as a service through internet, how they make this available, right? How we are accessing YouTube video, they'll connect this server to internet, right? So and finally we access, right? So let's say some companies, they will sell this hardware. So maybe one of the example, let's say I have 100 GB of videos or 100 GB of data, maybe important documents and everything I have. So if I have that data in my laptop, right, in my memory, I have 100 GB of documents. Let's say if my laptop is not available, if I go to somewhere, if my laptop is not available, I cannot access my data, right? But what I want that 100 GB data, whatever most important information. Wherever I go, I should be able to access that 100 GB of data, right? Irrespective of the laptop or computer, whatever I access, right? So that means you have to store your data in the cloud. Means through internet, you should be able to access. So that's why if you see, we have Google Drive, right? On day to day, we use Google Drive, right? So Google Drive is one of the example. Google company. So in general, when you have the Gmail account, you will be alerted with 20 GB of the memory, right, from Google. So, but I want 100 GB. If you want 100 GB, you can pay, right, monthly. So if you pay maybe 1200 or 1500 Indian rupees or maybe dollars based on the country, they will allocate 100 GB to you, right? So you are paying and getting how much space you want, that much, right? If let's say some other user, some other person needs 1 terabyte memory, they charge more. That person will pay more and get 1 terabyte, right? So how they distribute that? When they allocate 1 terabyte, when you store some files, what is the location of the data? Whatever that person is uploading, the data where it will be stored in one of their server, right? Here in one of their server, maybe only one server. Let's say I have 100 GB, so one of you have 1 terabyte. My data, your data, many other persons' data stores in the same server, right? But they will make sure that by mistake also, I should not be able to access your data. You should not be able to access my data. That they maintain internally. Okay, but the thing is, so they have only one server, but distributing the hardware by charging from different user and making profit, right? So let's say if I want the entire server, right? So let's say they are not allowing to take only 100 GB. Let's say this server is having 1000 GB, maybe 1000 terabytes. To buy this entire server or to take the license for entire server, it is like very expensive. Okay, so but by providing this, by distributing this through infrastructure as a service, through cloud computing, the users, whoever is using, they are paying less. They are paying for whatever they want. And as a whole, the Google company, right? Thousands of different customers, they take memory and pay to this. And as a whole, whatever the money they get, it is used. Okay, so based on those concepts, right? It's like paper use, right? Whatever we use, per that only we pay. So with that, this service, some of the companies they are offering. Maybe Google, maybe you might hear about the Dropbox, right? Box.com. There are many other companies, right? Maybe if you work for one of the client, right? When you get the job, right? When you work, if you see, we directly cannot. Sometimes you need to connect it to VDA, right? Virtual desktop. Only if the internet is there, you can enter information so that it will connect and access, right? So all those are concepts based on this infrastructure as a service. Okay, so just understand. So cloud computing is a definition, right? Everything, whatever is the service offered through internet, that we call as cloud computing. Mainly you see software as a service, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service. Okay, so based on that, right? So the reason why many companies they are offering services by using the cloud computing concept, because whoever is taking the service, so whatever they pay is very less. And also the company, whoever is offering the service, as a whole, whatever the profit they get is more, right? Both the vendor, right? Vendor means whoever is offering the service, the client, whoever is taking the service, both will be benefited, right? So that's why companies, by following the cloud computing concept, they are offering the services. So before we understand, so what exactly the Salesforce do with the cloud computing, just I'm trying to explain one generic example, right? So if you see on day to day, so let's say you have a plan to buy the house, right? If you want to buy the house, so what are the options we have in the market? Either you can buy the individual house, right? So when you say individual, along with the land, right? Land and the building, everything will be so owned by you, right? The other option, buying the apartment flat, right? So the land, on the land, maybe there is a big building, and one of the flat you will be buying, right? What is the difference, right? So when you buy the individual house, right, it is costly, right? So if you want to buy the individual house, it's more expensive. You need to invest a lot of money. But if you want to buy the flat in one of the apartment, when compared to individual house, it is not expensive, right? So it is less expensive. So what are the, I mean, so because I want house but I cannot spend more, so people go with the apartment flat. So but how it is different from individual house? The land is not owned by only to that person, right? So in the apartment, if there are, let's say, 20 apartments, all 20 people will be having the ownership on the land of that building, right? So it's not owned by only one person. And also there are some common things they have to share, right? Let's say common water, there is a water problem, right? Everyone should share. Let's say common function hall, common gym, or whatever. Few things are common, right? So they are sharing and they can stay. So now whoever is selling this apartment flat, right? The builder. So they buy the land, they construct this building and sell all these flats to different people. Whoever is buying, they are paying less. Whoever is selling, that builder, he get more profit on the same land, constructed 20 apartments, and the profit is more, right? When compared to individual house. So this concept, both will be benefited. In the same way, the cloud computing, using the cloud computing concept, the same application, right? We discussed application as a service, right? Software as a service, or platform as a service, or infrastructure as a service. Okay, let's say there is a server, only one server, but they are distributing that server hardware to many clients, right? Clients means whoever is taking service, hundreds of thousands of clients, and they are charging less, right? So yeah, due to this kind of reason, right? So companies, they are offering services using cloud computing, and also the clients, they are using services using this because it is cheaper. Okay, so that's the whole idea. Okay, so you'll say it is multi-tenant architecture, right? Multi-tenant means who stay for rent, right? Who stay, right? So same building, 20 different families staying. The money whatever each family is investing for the house is less, right? So that's the kind of concept, cloud computing also. Okay, so just understand that. So based on the cloud computing concept, right? So you cannot say I'm working for cloud computing, right? If you say I'm working for programming, the next question, which programming? Java or .NET or Python, right? So when you say .NET, right? .NET is, that language is from whom? Microsoft company, right? So Microsoft company, by following the programming standards, programming concepts, they are offering a language called .NET. So in the same way, so cloud computing is a concept, the process of using application or using the platform or using the hardware through internet, we call as cloud computing. There are many companies in the market, Google, Amazon, right? Salesforce. So many companies, by following the cloud computing concept, they are offering the services. So it's not that all these companies provide same kind of services. Some companies, they are famous for some of the services. One of the example for the infrastructure as a service, Amazon Web Services, right? AWS. That's the technology from Amazon company. That is very famous, right? From Microsoft, there is a technology called Microsoft Azure, right? From Google, they have GCP, Google Cloud Platform. Yeah, those companies, by using this infrastructure as a service, right? They are offering the infrastructure as a service by using the cloud computing. But Salesforce is little different. Salesforce company, they are not offering infrastructure as a service. Salesforce company, they are offering software as a service and the platform as a service. So Salesforce is the #1 platform who is famous for providing software as a service and a platform as a service. Okay, so now if someone asks, so what is Salesforce? So Salesforce is a software company. They have headquarters in San Francisco. I think almost in the year 2000 they started this company with the concept of no software, means no need to install anything in our local system, right? So do we need to install anything? No. all we need to have is the internet. As soon as we have the internet, you can access the Salesforce application, whatever they are offering. We can also do the development through internet. All we need to do, go to one of the website and do the development. No need to install anything, right? So Salesforce is one of the first company who started with this idea, and they are offering software as a service and the platform as a service. So as a software as a service, they started with Salesforce CRM. CRM means, what is CRM? I'll explain in detail. Okay, they started with Salesforce CRM. That is the application. Not only providing the application, they are also providing the platform, right? Platform means where we can write the own logic, whatever we want, and enhance those applications, whatever they offer. Okay, so both they are providing, right? So it's like, let's say we buy one ready-made dress, right? When you buy the dress, maybe it might not fit to you exactly. We need some alterations, right? So little bit on top of that, alter it and use it. That's the quickest way of having dress ready, right? In the same way, if one of the company, if they want application, instead of developing from the scratch, right, which might take a lot of time, Salesforce is offering a ready-made application. They'll buy it, but maybe the company, whoever is buying, it might not fit for their company 100%. They alter that application, whatever Salesforce provide, right, by using the platform, whatever they offer, and use it, right? So that's the concept. So using that, the applications will be developed. Okay, so maybe to understand more, first we need to know what is that CRM, and we need to know what is that platform, right? So before I explain those, so far any questions, anyone? So far based on what we discussed. So if you have any questions, you can ask your questions. Or if you are not able to understand anything, just you can ask me. Okay, so let's see what is CRM. And again, we go back and understand again what is that software as a service and platform as a service. Okay, so I'm saying that Salesforce company, they are providing CRM applications by default. Okay, so what is the CRM? The full form of the CRM is customer relationship management. That's the full form of the CRM. Okay, so why we need this? Why any company, right? This is mainly for the company. So why any company needs CRM? What is the purpose? So let's try to understand. Okay, so maybe let's take any company. For our understanding on day to day, think about any company, right? They need CRM. For example, right? Let's take Apple company, right? So Apple company, so what they do, they have the Apple products, right? So let's say they have many products, right? iPhone, iPad, right? So they have maybe MacBook, laptops, right? So they have different types of products, right? So the customers, right? The customers in the market, they buy those, right? Whoever is using iPhone, the customers of the Apple company. Okay, so this company, right? When we buy the iPhone, right? Let's say iPhone 14. So they are introducing in the market, right? How we know that iPhone 14 is there? our iPhone 15 is coming. So how we know? So they have to advertise, right? They have to advertise saying that they are introducing iPhone 15, right? So how they advertise? Maybe paper advertisement, TV advertisement, internet advertisement. In different ways, they will try to advertise, right? So what is the benefit if they advertise, right? So people, they know that iPhone 15 is coming. They know that what are the features of that, and whenever it is ready in the market, they'll try to buy. So when you buy, right? Okay. So do we buy directly from Apple? It's not that all of us we go to Apple store and directly buy from them, right? So Apple company, they cannot sell to all users in the market directly. Okay, so when they have millions of iPhones manufactured, to market and to sell those, right, in market, you see the distributors, right? So distributors means some intermediate companies, right? So for example, uh, right, so maybe Walmart, Costco, or maybe in India we see some mobile stores, right? Big C or something. So these are some companies, right? So this is a mobile based company. Costco, they sell mobiles, laptops, everything. So these kind of right, these are the distributors, or we can say retailers. If you go to a small shop, right? So in the shop also we can buy, right? So we buy from either one of the distributor or one of the retailer, like that, right? So that's what will happen. Now this Apple company, so how they track, right, the Apple mobiles, to whom they are selling. Distributors means different. Again, that is a company, right? Walmart is a company, Costco is a company, Big C is a company, right? They are selling to them. They'll sell to retailers. Maybe retailers sell to the end user. Finally, we get it, right? Or maybe Amazon also, right? In Amazon, all products Amazon won't sell. One of the distributor or retailer, they'll register in Amazon, and through Amazon they'll sell it. Finally, we get it, right? So now the thing is, when the business is going on, in each and every stage, what is happening to capture that information, the CRM is needed. Okay, if you see this picture, you are seeing campaign, lead, account, contact. So what is this terminology? We'll be understanding this as part of this CRM. Okay, so let's understand this process only. So I'm saying that in market, to know that iPhone 15 is there, they have to give the advertisement, right? So advertisement, the first phase is the advertisement. Advertisement, we also call advertisement as campaign, right? So assume that campaign is one of the table, all the advertisement, right? Let's say Apple company, they are releasing iPhone 15. For that, they need to campaign, right? Campaign is a table. Assume that campaign is a table. So when any product is introduced in the market, so they invest some money on advertisement. Again, advertisements, different types of advertisements, right? Maybe paper advertisement, maybe TV advertisement. In TV, we see the ads, right? Maybe internet, when you try to access some websites in internet, you see. So in different ways, they will spend money, right, on all these things. and people in the market, they get to know. Even these distributors also, they get to know that they're releasing the new iPhone, right? So now due to these advertisements, so the benefit to this Apple company, they get the leads, right? So lead means someone who is trying to inquire, right? Lead is nothing but inquiry, right? Let's say you have a plan to buy the car. What we do, we go to different based on the model what you decide. You go to different showrooms and inquire how much they are charging and all those kind of things, right? So here also lead is like an inquiry, right? So by seeing that ad, right? Let's say iPhone 15. So let's say Big C, this company they want to sell, right? So let's say they want to initially buy 1,000 iPhone 15, 1,000 quantity of iPhone 15, right? So they inquire, right? They'll try to contact the Apple company and understand how much they are charging, right? If they buy 1,000 quantity of iPhone, what is the discount they give, right? Or they try to get the details, right? So not only this company, many other companies they might respond, right? So in this table, right? So all those companies, whoever is inquiring, right? All this is Apple CRM, right? Apple company in their CRM application, in campaign table, they store all different advertisements, how much they are spending, that information. The advantage with this advertisements, they get leads, right? Someone try to inquire, and when they inquire, they'll store their information, right? Example, Big C or maybe Walmart or whatever, right? So these are the leads. Okay, so when you say lead is, it's not that they are going to buy, right? So they might not buy. They need to satisfied with the discount and the features offered by Apple company, right? So once the lead is generated, what will happen from Apple company? They have the employees. They'll call to this Big C, right? Big C is a company, right? They'll call to one of the employee of this Big C, right? So here when I say they store the Big C, the lead information, they store that Big C, that company information, plus the contact, the person who called or who tried to reach out, that person information also, right? Or contact, who contacted from that company, that information, right? So let's say this company, they are satisfied with their inquiry and they want to proceed further, right? Once someone is showing interest after the inquiry, so that will be maintained in a separate table called account and contact, right? All these are tables. Okay, so here account is nothing but company, right? The company, in our example Big C, that company, right? Contact is the person who contacted from that Big C company, right? So maybe let me take some name. Okay, so contact is nothing but the employee of that company, right? Employee from Big C, right? Let's say the contact, right? Whatever, whoever is contacted, that person name is Banu, right? So when this lead is converted, right? If they are showing interest, when they convert this company information, they store in this account, and this contact information they store in this contact, right? Maybe here for our example, I am only storing the names, right? Not only this name, maybe name, address, right? So maybe the city and the country, all the address, right? And again, the same way, name, first name, last name, email address, mobile, all those details they store, right? And also, so what they want, this company, what they want? They want 100 quantity of the iPhones, iPhone 15, right? So that will be stored in a table called opportunity. Okay, maybe to understand easily, opportunity is nothing but a deal, right? So in opportunity, so what is the opportunity? What is the purpose? They want so iPhone 15. So they want 1,000 quantity, right? That's the opportunity from this Big C company, right? Opportunity is a deal. Deal might be succeeded or failed, right? So how this company decide? So someone from this Big C company, they have to approve based on the discount offered by Apple company, right? So they ask for the quotation, right? There is a table called quote, right? They ask, so let's say Apple company for 1,000 quantity of iPhone 15, they are giving 30% discount and right. So all those details will be there in that quote. If this Big C company, they're satisfied with that, so what will happen? So they will buy that. So that money will be generated by Apple company. So if they don't like, they won't buy, right? So I mean, such kind of process. Okay, I'll also show you these things with some images. Okay, so all this information can be maintained through Salesforce CRM applications. Okay, these are the main tables which we use on day to day. Okay, so it starts with right again. If you want to easily divide the CRM into different phases, pre-sales, right, before selling the product. So in each and every phase, what they do, so all those things will be maintained. Okay, starting with the campaign, right? So campaign is, so when someone launch, right, iPhone 15, you might see that in hoardings or maybe in internet, right? Maybe in paper, maybe you see sponsoring for one of the events, right? Sports and different types of events. So marketing people, they follow different strategies and campaign and from those advertisements, right? They get the leads. Lead is nothing but inquiry, right? Maybe in this example. So let's say when we visit a website for inquiry, you see a form to submit, you see someone started chatting, they take our details, or maybe we'll find their mobile number or email address or WhatsApp number, whatever you try to contact, right? Through social media, different mediums. So different ways, right? That company get the inquiry, right? Once the inquiry, right? Once the lead is generated, that company, maybe in our example, Apple company, right? They received a lead. One of the employee of the Apple company, they will call to lead and check for the interest, right? The lead is interested, lead can be converted into account. Account is the company specific information. What is the name of the company? What is the address of that company? How many employees? All that information they store in the account. And also from that company, right? Maybe in our example, Big C company. someone inquired from Big C company to Apple. So Big C information stores in the account. Who contacted from Big C? So Banu is one of the person, right? So maybe if the Banu, that person is not available, some other person from that company will try to interact, right? So the Big C company, all the related contacts of that company, they store in the contacts table, right? It's like that. And also, what is the deal? Why they contacted? So they need, let's say, in the current example, 1000 iPhone 15 quantity, right? So they ask for a quote. Big C company, they ask quotation from the Apple company, they provide the quotation. Let's say if they feel that they are charging more, they won't buy, right? If they feel that they are charging better price, they'll buy, right? So that's the end of the sale, right? So Big C company, they bought 1000 iPhone 15 Apple mobiles, right? So that's the deal. That's it. So later that company, they sell to many uh, many different users in the market, right? Persons in the market. So let's say I bought one iPhone 15 from Big C company. If there is a problem, right? So I can approach Big C or I can directly approach Apple company, right? Even if I give to Big C, they also send to Apple company, right? So the thing is post sales activities, right? So as part of the CRM, not only pre-sales, right? After selling the product, that time also, so each and every phase what is happening, that should be maintained in the application, right? Let's say iPhone screen, there is a problem, or mic, there is a problem, we can approach uh, Apple customer care. For each problem, whatever we address, they create a case. That case means nothing but the support activity, right? Right. So maybe we request to give service for the screen problem or mic problem, or sometimes not only problem, right? Let's say if you buy the TV, right? Installation, someone should come and install. That they create as a case, right? One of the support technician, they will visit our address and install the TV and explain how it works, right? So any support activity related to the product, they store in a table called case. Okay. And also when the case, right, if the case is a problem type problem, how they resolve that, so that solution they store in a table called solution, or nowadays knowledge article, right? Knowledge article are solutions. So how, what are the steps they followed to solve the one of the case, right? One of the problem, they store in the knowledge article. Yeah, this is the CRM, right? This is what is the CRM process. This one in application. So how, right? How exactly, right? When you open that Salesforce website, when we see where we can click on opening the campaigns, where we can see leads, right? For that they have the application provided. Okay, we'll see all those things. Okay, so but this is the concept of the CRM. Okay, so far any questions on understanding this, what is CRM? I mean, any confusion on understanding what is this CRM? Okay, slowly we'll understand how exactly we access all these details through Salesforce application before we reach there. So I want you to ask questions really if you are not able to understand what is CRM. right? The basic step is understanding this CRM. So this is not only Salesforce. So there are other competitors, Microsoft Dynamics 365, right? So Zoho CRM. There are many different companies offering CRM. Almost in all places, right? Concept is same. Okay, but little bit terminology you see something different. Okay, maybe let me give one more example, right? So if we discuss multiple examples, you'll understand. So quickly in few minutes, so one more use case we'll discuss and understand, right? Maybe let's maybe take my training, right? I'm giving the training, right? So I have a company, right? Let's say my company name is this one. So this company, through this company, right? I am the employee of this company, right? Let's say. So I'm giving the training, right? So I'm not offering a product, right? Apple company, they have product. So they have iPhone and Apple laptop, all those. But some companies, they don't sell product. They sell service. So here training is a service, right? For 3 months or 4 months, explaining all the concepts as per the syllabus, right? I am spending my time and knowledge, and I'm charging for that, right? I'm offering the service. So what are the services, right? So so let's say I'm maybe explaining about admin course and dev course and LWC course, right? These are the different services courses I'm offering, right? So now why I need CRM? Okay, so I also need CRM, right? So I have a CRM, Salesforce CRM application, right? So in my Salesforce CRM, right? So what exactly I do? So first of all, I also need to give some advertisements, right? How do you know about me? Maybe I sometimes I give Facebook ads, right? Or maybe different ways, right? Maybe Google Business. I have Google Business page. Due to through different mechanisms, or maybe through reference most of the times, right? So I mean, so these are like campaigns for me, right? So I'll conduct these kind of campaigns, and people try to reach me, right? So maybe they'll try to reach me in WhatsApp or mail me. So different, right? If someone reach me, right? Let's say there is a company. That company, they want training for their employees. Let's say they have 10 people, and through that company they want to give the training, right? It's like a lead, right? So let's say that company name is, let's say ABC Limited is the company name. This company, so one of the person from this company, right? So let's say, let's take some name. Okay, so let's say Devi is one person from this company contacted me, right? So they need training for 10 employees of that company, right? This is a lead for me, right? So when she reach, maybe I'll talk, right? So just inquiry, right? After talking, let's say she want to continue further and understand more, right? So what I'll do, since they are showing some interest, I'll convert that lead into account and the contact, right? So here the account is that ABC, right? ABC Limited is the company, right? So who approached from that company? Devi. right? So here, what is the deal, right? So training for, right? So ABC Limited company, training for 10 employees. I'll say candidates, right? That's the opportunity, right? So it's not that blindly they'll pay and blindly they take the course, right? So this opportunity is generated. So for me, right, maybe the quotation or along with that, maybe, so let's say ask them to attend my demo, right? So, and they attend the demo, right? So after attending demo, really if they like, they'll pay and continue, right? That means I'll get money. Money is generated for me, for my company, right? So if they are not satisfied, they won't join. So that's the end of this. I lost this opportunity, right? So like that, right? So in each and every phase to maintain this, I also use CRM. Also later, right, after the course, maybe they reach out for maybe resume preparation or something. I can also track that activity as a case, right? Who contacted and what is the support provided, right? Now, if you see like this, if you take any company, right, so they follow this kind of procedure, right? Technically, if this is not there, technically remembering everything is very difficult, right? Especially if the company is huge. Maybe here I'm talking about one trainer. This company is having 100 trainers. They have 1,000 companies looking for training. So that time we need some application to track and understand what is happening. So for that purpose, this CRM will be used. Okay, so I recommend you to take some example from your side. Let's say take hotel, right? For hotel, why they need CRM? Try to think and understand. And if you have any questions, you can ask. Okay, so for today, I think already we are reaching the time. We're done with this. Tomorrow, what I'll do, I'll explain what is that platform as a service. What is that they provide as a platform as a service? How these applications can be modified. Okay, so we'll understand. Yeah, any questions before ending today?
Hello, Srinu,
Hello?
Uma here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
I just need a small confusion between the opportunity and the deal. Okay. Earlier,
Yeah,
yeah.
opportunity is nothing but deal.
Okay. Earlier in the earlier example, we mentioned that iPhone is an opportunity, right?
iPhone
And
14,000 quantity they want. That's the deal.
okay. And in which category will store the services like iPhone 14, 15, those products will be there, right? And in the latest example, the courses like admin developments, lightning, these are the products, services, right? Where, which table or the which region we are going to store this actually?
Yeah, understood. So I think they also maintain a table called a product. Okay, so maybe for Apple, right? They maintain iPhone and maybe Apple laptop or whatever, all those different products in the table called product, right? So when this opportunity is created, right, they will add this iPhone product, iPhone 14 product, and give the quantity as 1,000. Okay. So
Okay.
here also maybe I also have product. Okay. Maybe the product can be a service or it can be a real product. Okay.
Right.
So here I keep admin and dev. All these are my products, right?
Yeah.
So maybe I'm starting this training for admin dev LWC. If someone joins this course, I'll add all these products to that, right?
Okay.
So while giving training to this company, I'll add all these services and explain. Okay, so technically service or product we store in a table called product.
Okay. Okay. And just one more query, like some products, if we see, there will be a minimum order quantity and all, right?
Yeah,
That and all will be maintained like other CRM products,
yeah,
other CRM applications.
yes. So when I try to explain that on UI, right, that time you will understand more, right? Here just I am explaining the concept.
Okay.
So slowly what I'll do, we'll also register for one Salesforce account as a customer, right? And we'll explore all the applications provided by Salesforce. That time exactly you see where we navigate and how we create the product, how it looks, right? So for quantity, for everything, they'll be having options to enter.
Yeah, actually we'll be having like there will be a sort of promotions. If you do this much business for this much period of time, this is the promotion or off invoice discount you'll get. Those are all discounts, promotions and all will be there, right? So will there be available in the same CRM? Salesforce.
Yeah, so exactly like that, whatever you are asking is not there. Okay, so but really, if they want to do that, we can do. That's why we have the platform, right? So Salesforce is offering along with this application, so they are also providing the platform. So we utilize that platform and
Okay.
achieve whatever you are asking, everything. Okay, so but
Uh,
what will be there in this platform that we discuss tomorrow.
and just one more small query.
Yeah.
See, the add-on functionality will be added to the Salesforce by force.com platform, as you said, right?
Yeah.
See, if I continually override the particular button functionality and all, I supposed to have a source code, right? So,
That they won't expose whatever they offer, right? The logic behind whatever the application they offer, they won't expose. Okay, so what we do, we override their whatever they provide and connect with our custom functionality, whatever we
you
configure.
disabling it, is it?
Sorry.
You can just by disabling the current functionality, you can enhance your, create your
Yeah.
own functionality.
Yeah,
Okay.
correct. So all those options, once we start configuring and developing, you'll understand, right? It's not that this platform, we need to every time write the program and enhance to achieve. It's not like that. Okay. So
Okay.
this platform is providing the capability to achieve most of the requirements using configuration. Okay. So we'll discuss tomorrow. The main part, what we discuss, that platform. So they are providing the configurable, right, tools.
Okay.
So with those tools also, if something is not possible, we'll say customization. Customization is nothing but development, right?
Okay.
So most of the things we point and click, right? Configuration means point and click. We
Okay.
navigate and click and give some small formula and
Okay.
so yeah. So this we say admin. And if something is not possible with the configuration tools provided by Salesforce, that time only we need to do the development. Again, in development, which programming we use, all those things, we'll discuss tomorrow since we don't have time today.
So that we should be in a position to distinguish where we need plug and play tools and where we completely need to write the code, right?
Yeah, correct. So, yeah, just we are starting, right? We are starting, we're understanding what is Salesforce. Slowly,
Mm.
we'll be seeing all these things in detail. For sure, there should not be any confusion, right? We'll reach there by understanding all these concepts. Okay.
Yeah. Well, thank you. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Yeah. So, any other questions from anyone? You can ask questions
Hey,
freely. Okay.
Srinath,
So, yeah. Yeah.
what are the types of campaigns? Like you said, campaigns nothing but advertisements. But what are the technical, different types of campaigns?
That I think directly when I show from the UI, you'll understand. For that, we have some time, but still, if you want, I can show you. Okay. So, the thing is, as part of the standard table, whatever Salesforce provide, right? So for now, don't bother about how to log in. I'll explain. Okay. For now, since you asked, just I'm trying to show you quickly how it looks.
No, I mean in the layman language, right? So need
Yeah.
not to show, but yeah, like you said, TV ads, ad
Yeah.
board
Mm.
and
Yeah.
something, right?
So it's like the table, right? When you create the table, right? When you have the table will be having multiple columns, right? So here you maintain, right? So one column is for, let's say, if you see, right, this is the name of the campaign, right? If you see what is the type of the campaign, so direct email, or is it like a paper advertisement or hoardings or whatever, right? Through this they'll identify. Okay, maybe here paper advertisement is not there, but I want as per the business, we can configure, right? So that's what we discuss as part of the administration. Here we are only seeing these options, how to add that paper or maybe hoardings or whatever other options. All those things we'll see as part of the administration concepts. Okay, but it looks like this. If you see, when I say campaign table, it looks like this, right? So, so what is this and how to log in, how to register? Slowly we'll understand. Okay. So, any other questions, anyone? Okay. I think one more thing. Whoever registered yesterday, I think there was some problem with my form. Okay, so to send all these notes and all these things, the video recording, everything. So you need to again register here. Okay, somehow I failed to capture the information. I'm pasting this one in the meeting chat. Okay, so I recommend all of you to give your valid email address and register so that it will come to my database, and I will share this PPT recording, notes, all updates to whatever you registered here to that email. Okay, I pinged that in the chat. I'm just giving some time to copy that. You can copy in case if you miss it. Just I think you have the message whatever I sent for registration. You can click on that and register. Without that, you won't get the recording or whatever updates I want to share. Okay. Yeah. Any final questions before ending?
Shrino, this is Trupti
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So, just I have one question. Like, if we want to enroll for the admin course, so the timings, the days will be same.
Uh, yeah. Mostly the same timing.
Mhm.
Maybe I might extend 30 minutes. Okay, so it can be, you are in India or US?
US.
Which time zone?
PST.
Okay, for you, what is the time? So you know right now the time is 9:30 p.m. EST, right?
Yeah, for me it will be 6:30 p.m.
Right. I might say 9 p.m. EST, not more than that. Okay, either yeah,
Okay, so 9 to 10:30 you're saying for admin, or 9 to
yeah,
10?
9 to 10:30 maybe. Instead of 1 hour, I might extend for 90 minutes.
Okay, and the course will, if we offer only admin, then it will
So it
same
is,
Tuesday,
yeah, it
Wednesday.
is like right in this, right? I go with sequence, right? Admin, and after that
Mm-hmm.
development, and then development LWC.
Okay,
If
okay.
you want only admin,
Mm-hmm.
attend all admin classes and
Okay,
don't attend the remaining,
okay,
right?
okay, okay,
So whoever also want to continue, they will continue.
okay. Got it.
It's like that.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
One more question.
Yeah.
Srinu, this is
Yeah.
Divana,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I think I just text you like in a couple of hours before, and you said that like the actual course starts on January 2nd, right?
Yeah. So mainly, right, this
Divana.
for
Yeah.
demo sake, right? I mean, anyway, whatever I am explaining,
Uh-huh.
you see in my websites or whatever the message I am distributing in that, you see all these videos, whatever I explain. Okay. So mostly, this is holiday season, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
today, tomorrow, it's like a demo I'm explaining, and you can interact and you can ask as many questions you want.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And also maybe tomorrow I'll come up with how many days I'll take. Maybe next week I'll take 1 or 2 classes,
Okay.
and after that regular sessions will be from second, right? So even the next 2 classes, whatever I take, all those things are there in my website, right?
So,
So
so you, I mean, just the demo classes, right? It's not the actual Salesforce course.
I think it's better to, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
better to know these things, and on top of that, again, whatever I explain,
Mm-hmm.
if you know, it will be easy for you.
Okay, okay.
So even though these are like basics, right? So at
Uh-huh.
least now you get to know what is CRM, what is
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
platform, right?
Yeah.
After that, I explain what are the different websites. So where
Mm-hmm.
we go and register, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for practice, where we practice, we go on website and register.
Mm-hmm.
Where to learn more, there is a website trailhead. So all those kind of things, right? I'll try to explain, right? Those are not right day to day. These are like understanding before we start. It's like that. So
Okay.
it's not that these are not important. These
Yeah,
are
yeah,
more
yeah.
important. But
Yeah, because I just
uh,
don't want, yeah,
yeah, yeah,
since like this week and next week, like, I'll be a little busy with the, like, this, since it's a holiday season, I have something like, already
yeah,
arranged
yeah,
in place. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Understood. The thing is, already today, whatever I explain, next to 2 days or 3 days, whatever I explain, all those are there in this website. If
Oh, God.
you watch, if you open any one of that, also same thing you see mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
in advance, if you want to watch, you can watch.
Okay. Okay.
Or so, but without knowing this,
Mm-hmm.
again later, whatever I explain, all you can understand.
Mm-hmm.
You can start from there and do that. Yeah, what I'm trying to explain. After tomorrow, I
Mm-hmm.
might take again 1 or 2 classes
Mm-hmm.
until January 2nd,
Second.
not more
Okay.
than that.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was thinking that you're gonna take classes like all the way from 21st to 2nd, and I might miss
Yeah,
few this.
so let's say maybe tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
after tomorrow, again 4 days, all days,
Mm-hmm.
right? So again, 30th, no one will join. Maybe 27, 28, 29,
Mm-hmm.
I may take.
Okay. Just like demo classes only.
Yeah, I'll continue with whatever I explained, and all those things you see here. Anyway, I'll send the recording.
Got it. Got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Even we miss the live classes, we can go through the recordings, right? Chanu?
Yeah, recording, right? In advance, you can also see exactly here whatever first the day one, day two you see. Mostly those things only now I am explaining. The point
Okay.
is just you can interact and ask questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mainly for that purpose.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it possible to start the classes half an hour early? Because from India, by this time we are supposed to be there in the office. So is it possible?
Yeah, that's what I am saying. Actually, one batch is going on for me. That will be completed in 2 or 3 weeks. After that, I will start half an hour before and we'll plan, right?
Okay.
So now it is 8, right? 8 to 9.
Yeah, I know it's 8 to 9.
Yeah, I can maybe little bit tweak it and see. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So any other questions before ending? Okay. So please make sure to register in that link and by tomorrow, right? So tomorrow morning, as per our time, maybe in India by your evening, you will get all the notes and the PPT and video, everything. Okay. If you are not getting, so just reach out to me in WhatsApp or make sure to register in that. Okay. We'll continue tomorrow. Thank you.